matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. This will be a great test, a separator, the first conference game of the year with two teams that are undefeated. He knows that whoever wins this game will have a leg up in the standings, but more importantly, set the tone for the conference season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Canes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Keeps it on 1st down. And he's brought down after a short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line, right?
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Needs it here on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Snap it to the back. Hard running there. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football.
He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Here's Mensah to throw. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And they call this sudden change. And we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. They send the tight end in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Second and long here. Here's a give to Frazier. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Georgia comes quickly to the line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know...
Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. Running through contact.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They're all over it. Dumps it off in the flats. At the 45 on his way. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Canes. He got a step and just dusted the field. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Here we go, ready? Ready, go!
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turning it on. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down into the 37. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Hits inside, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. Pass to 6. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines, get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Second down to the air. Rush is on. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Hurricane. Special teams proving to be special.
And kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Handoff for Frazier. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Got his man downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hurricanes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for room. It's Pringle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and you're
going for it all. Touchdown, Canes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Got the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Out wide right, it's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And we've called his... And that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. It's a reverse. Powers through the defender. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. Breaks the tackle. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Selling the fake. Look out! Makes the grab on the left. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's Kansas State looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Caught behind the line. It's Pringle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's Frazier. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Fresh setter down's going to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Straight ahead, it's Pringle. There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield. A great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Pringle. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Mensah. Holds on, it's Vaughn. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Canes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Oh, he's got some space. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And he's not going to take the touchback. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Frazier again. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll give to Frazier. Turning it on. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Yeah, and how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Frazier. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
At the 45 on his way. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Going to the run, it's Chroma. Just plowing ahead. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Here's Nate Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing, Mensah. Rush right in his face. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping them.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Going over the top. Upstairs to make the catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Hauls it in. He's trying to get it in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smart move to keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Second down, going to throw it. Left side is Taylor. On the move is the 30. Lots of running room. The 30. Running inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Back to pass on second down. Wiggle. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.